Another week has come and gone, but has there been any changes in our mindsets from our Eurovision lovers? Well, let's find out together. Roll titles! Good morning, afternoon, or even everybody! I am Jamie Jew and welcome back to a brand new video where another week, as I say, has come and gone. And again, this is another video in regards to where I react to and analyse whereabouts the Eurovision favour has put certain amount of countries either in the bottom side or on the top side or vice versa. You get the idea. In a nutshell, whereabouts have our Eurovision loving people put their certain favourites from this year's Eurovision Song Contest on where particular poll and stuff like that, so we can gauge roughly whereabouts every single country is going to finish in this year's competition, whether they qualify or not, or whether they go top or go flipping down, I'm sorry, nul point territory. And this week it is, of course, the week ending of the 24th of April 2022, so I will be going through three lovely polls. The INFE poll, which is finished now, by the way, as far as the 22 participating areas of the INFE poll is concerned, and of course a virtually halfway update of the OGAE poll, as well as an update to, of course, the Scorewiz ESC Nation poll. So without any further ado, I think we'll get on with the full first off results of INFE. But before I do, be sure to, of course, subscribe to my Eurovision YouTube channel, because it'd be fantastic for your support enough all the way into the main event itself, and probably a little bit beyond that as well. It'd be fantastic for your support. Thank you ever so much for more in advance. I'm just over 400 subscribers, so yeah, it'd be lovely for your support. You're the best. Thank you very much. Let's get on with INFE then, shall we? If I think I need to go this way. Yes, I think I need to go this way. And with a click of the fingers. And there we go, all in its glory. So this is a full final table from all of the 22 participating sort of areas for the INFE poll. And well, let's just start off with what we're doing with the top 10 on this particular occasion, because we don't really have time per se to go with all the rest of the countries. I want to do that further in the OGAE polls and the ESC Nation poll. But the top 10, I can tell you, is that in 10th place down there, all on its own, sort of, is with 55 points is Greece. With 58 points in 9th place is Ukraine. Cyprus only 1 point further ahead on 59 points. The United Kingdom, a very good showing from the United Kingdom with 61 points. Poland on 63 points in, I made that 6th place, yes it is. I'm going to get rid of that so I can see. Thank you very much. Albania is on 79 points into the top 5. A very strong showing for Albania. A lot of people loving a little bit of secrets. The Netherlands, though, in 4th place on 104 points. Sweden, kind of surprisingly, in 3rd place on 112 points. 2nd place, so the silver medal for the INFE poll is Italy with 127 points. But top of the shop, it's Spain with 140 points. I've got a little bug in here that kind of likes to lie. But ignoring that, Spain have the top of the shop with the INFE poll according to them. And I have a feeling there's going to be a little bit of a theme in regards to the top 4, shall we say. But we will see as we now dive into the OGAE poll. I need to now sort of go over here because I need to hide it a little bit and then do this. There we go. And as you can see in all of its glory, all right behind me. And once again, as I said, this is dated as of the 24th of April. And as you can see, 25 votes have come in now out of, I think it's almost 50 areas, is it not? I could be wrong, but doesn't matter. We'll dive into what is behind me in a bit. I'm sure you can see what's already going on. But nevertheless, let's focus on the bottom ends first. There's a lot of countries that haven't even scored any points whatsoever. Let's start off with Slovenia. Probably not a huge surprise. San Marino, as much as I do like it, it is probably a little bit harsh not giving any points, but I'm not surprised it has. North Macedonia is the same with Montenegro. Malta, yay. Latvia also is not a huge surprise, even though a lot of people do really like that one instead of me, i.e. veggies and nul point in this case. Israel's also scoring no points, I'm afraid. Same with Iceland, probably not a huge surprise. Same with Georgia, Denmark, Bulgaria, Azerbaijan. But there's 2 surprises in there which has caught me off guard. Ireland haven't picked up any points from this particular poll, which I think is very harsh on Brooke. I'm actually starting to like her. And a little bit of the song, but There you go, it is what it is. And Armenia. I think a lot of people do quite like this one, but for some reason it's not gaining a lot of traction for them, and they are stuck on nul point. The country with the un point right at the top of this far right-hand side of the board, well, it's all Switzerland with... There it is, with my big finger. That's a bit of a weird sight, look at it. How do I get a big finger like that? It's supposed to be like that. That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, so let's deal with the middle part of it all. So Lithuania is also with 1 point. Romania, Germany, Belgium, all stuck on 2 points there. Accordingly, Portugal with 3 points. Croatia 4 and Moldova 6. Then we get into the double figures with Australia on 15 points, just around about here. My apologies. Finland gets onto the double figures, if you think about it, into the 20s very quickly with in 17th place with 20 points. And 21 points just above him is Czech Republic. Maybe some people prefer that a little bit more. Maybe they'll be a little bit harsher down by, but that's what the pollsters of OGAE are saying. Estonia and Ukraine both stuck on 25 points apiece, which is probably quite interesting because both of them, again, are fairly decent songs that have maybe been harsh down by, but they are in a positive position of 14th to 15th place, respectively, even though they're tied on points. How do you work that one out? But it doesn't matter. Serbia's on 26 points. And then just missing out on the top 10 is Greece and Austria with 32 and 36 points apiece. But now we get on to the top 10 and we dive into Cyprus with 44 points. Again, not a huge surprise that they're up there. But we'll deal with one country in a minute. But Albania are in 9th place with 60 points. That's a very good showing for them. They're sort of consistently in the top 10 with a lot of pollsters at the moment, which I think is very good for them. Especially considering last year, which a lot of people think they were harshly done by when they were second up in the running order. Norway, though, even though they weren't top 10 in the INFE poll, they're 8th according to the OGAE pollsters with 70 points. France with 77 again, wasn't in the top 10 in the previous one. But Poland they were with 87 points. But into the top 5 we go. The Netherlands, even though they're battling near enough with the top 3, they're actually 5th. According to this, only 2 points behind the United Kingdom in 4th place on 122 points. That is a really good showing for the United Kingdom. And if that reflects what it could do in the contest, then quids in for the UK. Please do. Anyways, back to the top 3. Well, Spain, they're not anywhere really near the top 2. Never mind battling for top spot. They're all on their own with 178 points. They've got a comfortable gap to the rest of the countries, but are way away from a very close fight between Italy and Sweden with 235 and 236 points respectively. That is a fight and a half to keep an eye out on. Literally just 1 point in it. You do not know where that is going to go. But now we are going to dive into, of course, the ESC Nation poll. And once again, with a click of the fingers, there it is. And as you can see, let's just focus on the bottom end of the screen first and foremost. Quite a few nul points again, and things have changed, by the way. I should point out that a couple of votes from the ESC Nation pollsters, well, they've kind of been disqualified, including that 2 from San Marino. So currently San Marino aren't giving any votes out, which is probably a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Anyways, what I can confirm is that 5 countries have nul point currently at the moment. It's Denmark, Bulgaria, Israel, Malta and Switzerland. Yay on that one. But again, not a huge surprise. Probably a little bit harsh on Switzerland if you ask me. But I don't know. A lot of people aren't just buying it at the moment, which is a big, big shame. A far cry. Talk about the old saying, what a difference a year makes. Says it all. Anyway, Belgium and Ireland. Well, here's the thing. Belgium on 3 points, but this is arguably the biggest drop in points ever. Ireland with 3 points in 34th place. Remember last week, they were about here, and in fact, where about as I was in my, I'm not going to mention that particular area, but you get the idea. They were high up on a lot of people's voting lists. Now they're way down in 34th place. How do you work that one out? Possibly a little bit harsh, but it is what it is with these pollsters. North Macedonia on 33rd place with 4 points. Armenia and Azerbaijan, the 2As who really love each other a lot, stuck on 5 points apiece. They'll be nice comfortable company with each other. Australia and Moldova and San Marino on 6 points apiece in their lovely glory, and 8 points apiece for Iceland and Germany. Germany were actually around about sort of this particular area for a little while, but they have boosted their performance a little bit from the pollsters. They were actually a little bit up further, but it is what it is. It's sort of battling around there. I did say all of this could particularly change, and it has done. 26 for Germany. And Georgia, I say, have made the biggest improvement so far. 25th place with 11 points, along with Latvia, who have also made big strides. And just missing out on the top 20, Croatia with 17. Montenegro, another good improvement for them with 18 points. And Lithuania missing out in 21st place with 20 points. But let's move on to the bottom end of the left-hand side of the scoreboard. Let's deal with Slovenia first. 23 points they are currently at the moment in 20th place. Finland, I say, have made a big improvement so far. They were sort of around about sort of this area, but they've improved a little bit with 25 points. I did say a lot of this could particularly change in this particular area along where I was. Finland have improved, which is good to see, especially from my perspective. Czech Republic, 26 points. They are on 18th place at the moment. Romania are sort of quite away from the rest of the shop with 35 points. They've actually made quite a bit of an improvement on a lot of people's opinions, which is very interesting indeed. They're on 35. Where am I going? There it is, 17th place. Estonia is very good from their perspective. They're in 16th place with 37. And then there's a bit of a gap with Ukraine, sort of around about circa staying where they are, 15th place. Portugal with 57. Now, the next country, I did say they were sort of battling for the top 10, but they've slipped down a bit to 69 points. Nice. In 13th place, unlucky for some. 71 points for Albania. They've improved just a tiny little bit. Sort of around about staying in the same area. Norway are now battling, in a sense, with Cyprus and Greece for the top 10 spots. Speaking of which, they're on 75 and 84 points respectively in 10th and 9th place respectively for Cyprus and Greece. But a bit of a gap into the triple figures goes Poland on 8th place with 101 points. 113, unlucky for some, is Austria in 7th place. They were nowhere in other pollsters. They are way up high in this particular poll. I think they were quite high up in the INFE poll, but not so much the OGAE one. But they are high up in the ESC Nation Scorewiz one. France, though, just missing out on the top 5. Again, it's the same sort of thing, but they are getting a little bit closer, I think, to Serbia in 5th place, who are currently on 150 points to occupy the top 5 spots. But the top 4 are not a huge surprise whatsoever. They are the usual suspects. Netherlands in 4th place are 210 points. They're into the 200 markers, which is great to see for that. Italy, all of a sudden, because Sweden were sort of like battling towards the top, and now they're very tight behind. They're literally only 6 points behind Sweden in 2nd place. But Spain, once again, Chanel and Sloma are top of the shop in this particular poll. But will that reflect on the rest of the whole entire caboodle in just 3 weeks' time? We've got no long to wait, less than 3 weeks away from the whole shebang to kick off in Turin. I am so excited, as much as you are, in more ways than one. We cannot wait whatsoever. Of course, rehearsals kick off in earnest next Saturday, I think it is. I know it's on the 30th, remind me on that particular date. But never mind what we think, or never mind what the pollsters think in these particular polls. Please let me know what you think in the comments below as to whether you agree with all of this or disagree with this. What is your particular top 10? Where do you see particular countries going? Let me know all of it in the comments below. Let me know your lovers, your haters, and ultimately your top 10. Thank you ever so much for all of that. And as always, without any, well, you know the drill by now. Smash the like button as good as hard as you can if you did like this updated video of all things polling. Subscribe for more of my Eurovision juicy goodness if you haven't already done so. And of course, ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos if you already subscribed. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.